Thanks for checking out our video. My name is Khalil Turner. My little company is landpearl.com, and today I'm going to show you a video about Terlingua Ranch, which is located in Brewster County, Texas. And that's what this whole presentation is about. I do have several parcels of land in Terlingua Ranch, but I really wanted a video that would just explain what Terlingua Ranch is, what it's all about, what it means to people when they become a property owner within the Terlingua Ranch, and that's kind of what I hope to accomplish with this video. So let's get started. This is my website here, which is landpearl.com. You can check it out at your leisure there, where I have all my listings. But first off, I'm going to kind of go over you what we're going to talk about in this little presentation. I'm going to go over the Terlingua Ranch, its background. I'll talk a little bit about Brewster County, which is where Terlingua Ranch is situated. I'll talk about Poetry, which is the Property Owners Association within Terlingua Ranch, and the benefits of the association. I'll go over some of the main areas of the ranch, because there are multiple areas, and each one is unique, has its own terrain, its own little vibe. I'll talk about some of the area outdoor activities you can do in and around Terlingua Ranch, and then I'll go over a little bit about myself and my little company and how you can contact me. So let's get started. First off, a little bit about Terlingua Ranch. This is a development that was started back in the late 60s, early 70s by the Great Western Corporation, which was a developer out of the Corpus Christi area. And they came in, bought up a bunch of land, subdivided all the land, deeded it, surveyed it, created the lodge, the association, and they put roads in throughout the whole Terlingua Ranch area so that all the subdivided parcels could be accessed. And this is actually what you see here. This is an original brochure that they handed out to original purchasers of land that came with the land purchase, kind of a little sales brochure that I was able to get a hold of. But way back then, they had a hunt club, and they had a designated hunt area, which is no longer. They kind of dissolved that. But originally, it had a section of the ranch that was designated just for hunting. Now you can just you hunt on your own land, or you get permission from others to hunt on their land. Many parts of the ranch are great for hunting. A lot of people hunt, and they're hunting guides that make a living hunting throughout the Terlingua Ranch. But anywho, so that's a little bit about the background. So the Great Western Corporation, and then later which became Terramar, sold off all these parcels that they subdivided. Most of them were 40-acre tracts. Some were smaller, some were larger, but most of them, for the most part, were 40-acre tracts. And that's what you see a good bit of throughout the ranch. You get some 20 acres and some 5-acre parcels, and 40 acres, and you also have some 160-acre parcels, and then some weird size ones in between. But those are the most common sizes you'll see: 5, 10, 5, 20, and 40. Those are the most common sizes. All right, so but anywho, yeah, I think it's around 200,000 acres total, something like that today, and there are about 5,000 different property owners that own land within Terlingua Ranch today. So it's very wide and varied. Lots of owners, lots of people want to own a part of this, just because it's just a beautiful area. It's serene, it's peaceful, it's remote, and you can get away from it all and not be bothered by the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Terlingua Ranch is situated in Brewster County, and it just so happens Brewster County is the largest county area-wise in the state of Texas. I think you can fit Rhode Island, Delaware, and another state all within one of the two. But Brewster County is bigger than some states just by itself. It is a massive sized county. However, there are not a whole lot of folks that live in Brewster County. There's only about 9,000 or so people as per the 2010 census. The county seat is in Alpine. Alpine's kind of in this area right here. There aren't a whole lot of major towns or cities in Brewster County, other than maybe Marathon, Terlingua, a few other towns. But Alpine is the largest town there, and again, it's the county seat. Brewster County is home to Big Bend State Park, which I believe spans over more than one county, but a big part of it is within Brewster County. Big Bend State Park is the largest uh, park in the state of Texas. I think it's 300,000 acres. Um, so it is a massive park. Brewster County does border the Mexico border, so you got a border there. But I think it's kind of a buffer zone you have with the state park, and then the Rio Grande, and then there's Mexico. Average precipitation in Brewster County is about 10.5 inches of rain. The high is about 80 degrees. The low is about 51 degrees. And by the way, the high and low, this is within Terlingua Ranch. It's a little bit different in other parts of Brewster County, but that's within Terlingua Ranch. Those are the weather averages there. So let's move along. So I mentioned earlier about Terlingua Ranch and the original developers, and when they originally developed Terlingua Ranch, they realized once they developed it and they added all these roads in this remote area, that the roads were going to need to be maintained over time. And long after their corporation and development was done, they needed a way to make sure that those roads would be maintained and that the property owners that owned them could access their properties with well-maintained roads. So they created POATRI, which is, I'm not sure of the acronym or what it stands for, but you can check it out on the website, which is poatri.org. I've got the website right here. But that is the association that their main function is to maintain the roads. I believe there's about 1,100 miles of road throughout Terlingua Ranch, and the road crew, they have a full-time road crew within POATRI that they employ that their main jobs obviously are to maintain the roads. Now, POATRI has other. When you're a property owner, you benefit from the roads being maintained, but POATRI has other benefits for members. For instance, they operate a lodge, which is the Terlingua Ranch Lodge, and if you're a member in good standing, you can get discounted rates to the lodge. They also operate the Bad Rabbit Cafe, which is pretty neat out in the desert. They've got this cafe that's open 7 days a week. They have entertainment on the weekends there. You can get a hot meal. They operate a swimming pool. You can get an annual pass for about $25, or you can pay a day pass. So that's pretty neat to have a swimming pool out in the desert. There's a bathhouse and laundry available for people to use there. They even have a cold storage locker. If you're out hunting about on your property, or you get permission from someone else to hunt their property, and you have a good day and you're able to take home some game, they have a cold storage locker, which you can store your game there, and they'll charge you per animal that you store in the cold storage locker until you're ready to go. So that's a pretty neat little feature. They have a bunkhouse event room where you can hold little events. You want to have a birthday party or a bachelor party or whatever kind of party you want to have. You can host those right there in the event room. They have an airstrip if you're a pilot, or you want to take a little chartered plane down to Terlingua Ranch and get there quick. They have an airstrip that allows you to do that right there near the lodge. They have a map room where you can go in within the lodge, and they have all these great maps that I believe they even have some for sale that you can check out and view your property. Maps are a pretty big deal. This is a massive. Terlingua Ranch is massive, and you definitely want to take particular note when you buy your land as to maps and where your parcel is and how you can access other areas, and when you want to go hunting in certain areas. You want to get around. Then the map room in the lodge is a good way to figure out how to do that. The lodge also will they have bulk water sales. So a lot of folks, you can either drill a well, which is an expensive way. You can put a rain catchment system or a rain harvesting system on your property, which a lot of folks will use, and it's a free source of water once you set it up and store it right, and you'll have water all year long to serve your livestock or your family. But let's say you run out of water, or you need to get started with a cistern or something like that. You can buy bulk water from the lodge there at a decent rate. The lodge has free Wi-Fi for folks on the grounds when you're staying on the grounds. There's an area called Christmas Mountains, which is near the lodge. That really beautiful area that you can get. It's kind of gated off. You have to get special permission from the lodge to access it, and you can get that through a permit through the lodge. It's only available through the association. So that's kind of an overview of what Poetry does. So they're much more than just maintaining the roads, which is a big part. But as you can see here, they got all these benefits for members to enjoy. This is a kind of an overview of Terlingua Ranch and its different sections. So this is when you're first coming down Highway 118 from Alpine. This is Big Bend Valley. This is mostly a flat land. Got a lot of RVers there. I believe there's a surface mine over here, cowbell mines here, but there's a lot of flat land here for you to RV and put up a nice little lodge or dwelling, whatever you want to do. All that area right there is fairly flat. Aquafria, it's kind of a varied terrain here. Solitario, that's where you'll find Terlingua and the Ghost Town down here, which is the original Terlingua, Terlingua was originally founded on cinnabar, which is the mining of this ore that you get quicksilver, or which is mercury. And eventually, it was mined for many years, and eventually the mines got flooded, and the price of cinnabar dropped, and they kind of shut the mines down. But you can still check out those mines today. There's a lot of mines in that area. But that's where Terlingua and the Ghost Town is at. There's an annual chili cook-off every year in November. That's a big deal down there, and that's where you'll have that. Study Butte is a nice, pretty area there. That's right below this area, Highway 118 area. The lodge is right here in the North Core Zones area. A lot of varied mountain ranges, different kind of terrain all throughout North Core Zones. And up here at this corner, this is the Cedar Springs area. This is the most remote area of Terlingua Ranch. Perhaps the prettiest, perhaps pretty good hunting in that area. A lot of mountain ranges. You have Big Bend National Park access right to the right, but that is the Cedar Springs area. All right, so that's kind of a breakdown of the main areas of Terlingua Ranch. This kind of gives you a little, just a listing of just ideas of things there to do. If you're an outdoor lover, Terlingua Ranch has tons of things for you to do. You can go hiking in the Christmas Mountains, or just hiking in general, camping, RVing, stargazing. There's no light pollution around this place. You'll have clear skies if you like to stargaze. There's also about a day trip from the ranch is the McDonald Observatory, where they have events there, and they have different activities you can do at night at the McDonald Observatory. Lots of bird watching, many species of birds all throughout this area that migrate in and out of this area during the year. Lots of people like to use their ATVs or UTVs out in this area. Hunting is a favorite pastime. The original purpose of Terlingua Ranch in part was a hunting playground. A lot of folks bought it to hunt in that area, and to just to live off the grid, and to have a recreational area to get away from it all. You can go mountain hiking. There's a golf resort nearby, the Lajitas Golf Resort. There's, of course, Big Bend National Park, which is a massive playground. You can check that out online. Many things to do within Big Bend National Park. There's the Big Bend Ranch State Park, which is smaller, but a lot of things to do there as well. You got the ghost town over in Terlingua, where you can check out an actual ghost town. They have different little things. They have little tourist shops and gift shops you can see there. In and around Terlingua Ranch, there's horseback riding, canoeing, rafting tours, jeep rentals, biking tours. A lot of folks do mountain bike riding to exercise there. So many activities to do. If you're an outdoor lover, this is the place for you. And these are just some photos of different activities in and around Terlingua Ranch. Here you see the ghost town area. I believe this is the old mansion they had. The original guy that was the mine owner. That was his mansion. This guy rafting or canoeing, and so one of the parks there. More pictures there in and around Terlingua Ranch. So why would you want to buy land out in Terlingua Ranch? Where I just showed you a bunch of great reasons why. If you're an outdoor lover, this is a great place for you. A lot of benefits to owning land. Um, Property tax is relatively inexpensive, and all my listing pages, by the way, on my website show the annual property taxes and the annual dues. The dues to Poetry, the Property Owners Association, are annual. Right now, it's about $171 in 2017, but that's where it's running annually. You can always check with Poetry just to verify. But you can buy it, invest for the future. You can build on it, develop it, get your own off-grid parcel. Um, there's a lot of YouTube videos of people that live out in this area that show you how to do it. Terlingua Ranch and Brewster County in general has some very loose building restrictions, very generous zoning codes and ordinances that allow for tiny houses, RVs, just pretty lenient building codes that kind of allow you to make the property your own. And you can see all kind of folks there out on YouTube. If you like, just you go to YouTube and look up Brewster County, and you'll find some of these survivalists and these guys that live out there on their own, very inexpensively. Yeah, just a lot of great reasons to own land in this area. And here's just a few little snippets of famous people that talk about land as an investment. Why would you want to buy from landpearl.com? Well, our entire goal is to process your transaction swiftly, make it no hassle, make it smooth. We're always transparent, not trying to hide anything or buffalo you or kind of give you some kind of surprise. That's not my style. We're going to be transparent, and we're not going to bombard you with these fees after or whatever I show you on the website, tack on additional fees to that when you go to transact with us. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. Just a very simple transaction, which you see what you get. I'm not going to hide from different things. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to kind of not sugarcoat things and just tell you how it is, and let you make the decision from there. Let you do your own due diligence and make your own decision. I'm not going to attempt to buffalo you again. But that's kind of the way I do business, and I have some testimonials on my website that talk from different people who actually purchased from me, and you can see that there in the About Us section of my website, landpearl.com. Here's a little bit about myself. You have a link to my website here on this page, my Facebook, and my LinkedIn profile. And every page you see in the slide has my phone number on the bottom and my email address. But that's really it, folks. That is kind of my overview of Terlingua Ranch. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Please do check out my website, which is www.landpearl.com. My email service@landpearl.com. My phone number 504-434-2343. Please check out one of my listings that you may be interested in, and contact us today. Thanks so much. Have a great day.